Hi, and welcome to this Panchakarma in India call. I am so glad that you're watching the recording if you're doing that, and that you're here if you are here. Today, I would like to share with you a little bit about the process of Panchakarma. So, to help you better understand what it's about, how it's structured, what you can expect from it, and yeah, answer any questions that have come in around it. So we'll start with just arriving here. So close your eyes. If you're in a public space or walking or something, driving a car, please keep your eyes open. And just take a few breaths here. Remember why you chose to show up and arrive fully. As you breathe out, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, allow your belly to become soft and mushy. One more breath in. And out. One final breath, breathing in and breathing out. All right. So, Panchakarma means 5 therapies. And it's a deep process where we clear out stuck toxins that are lodged in the tissues. So this happens for several reasons. It can happen because of diet, because of pollution around us, poor air quality, yeah, anything that we expose ourselves to, pesticides in the food. When we eat food that has a lot of preservatives or ingredients that we cannot pronounce. Yeah, all of these additives that are actually not food, that are actually chemical substances marked as food, but yeah, are not always. Yeah. So sometimes if we eat these kind of things and we expose ourselves to these yeah, pesticides and toxins in too large quantities, it can get stuck in our body. So Panchakarma is a process where we clear that out. We give the body the opportunity to reset, to arrive new and fresh, and for our digestion to reset, for everything to function better in a more sustainable way. So the process has several parts to it. So we begin with the preparation part, where we most time get an oil massage. Sometimes it's a dry massage as well. It's a process of lubricating the body and like loosening up all the tissues. Yeah. And also the mind. So allowing the mind to surrender to the process. It's hard to do that without working on the body. So the body often comes first and then the mind. So by massaging, by being in an environment that is nice and warm. So if we do Panchakarma at home, there's some teachers offering that. It would be at least 15 degrees Celsius outside for us to do that. Ideally, we're in a warm country, and that's why I'm choosing to bring you to India. Because the warmth will penetrate the tissues and also allow everything to relax a bit more, everything to flow a bit more, for the tissues to get subtle so that these toxins that are lodged in there can open up and be released. So oil massage to relax, prepare the body, really good food. The food at Vajragrama is vegan. They cook with coconut oil, fresh ingredients, all locally sourced, organic, very beautiful food. And each meal is cooked fresh, so it has a lot of energy and nutrients in it, a lot of prana. And you feel it when you eat it. You feel amazing afterwards. And I never experience that I'm tired after a meal there because it's so perfectly put together that you feel satisfied afterwards and you feel energized. And that's what we want when we eat, right? So after the preparation process, the doctor will decide which treatments are for you. So this depends a little bit on what conditions you have, what kind of symptoms you have, how long you've been having them, what state you arrive in. So if you're quite tired, or if your body is a bit fragile, it will need a bit of time to build up and arrive, and to be able to then let go. Yeah, we don't want to do anything that will stress the body out further. And this will be assessed by the doctors. They will come see you every day, taking your pulse, checking in with you, talking to you, looking at your tongue. And when you are ready to start with the treatments, they will decide which ones that you will do. So there's 5 different treatments, and they work on different subdoshas, so different parts of the body. And which order we do them also depends a bit on your state of mind and state of your condition, how you're feeling, what you arrive with. So one of them is treating Vata dosha, and it's called Basti. And this is oil or a concoction enema. So it's inserted in the colon, and this way it's received by the body much better than if we put the oil on the skin or orally. So the beautiful herbs in the oil is perfectly crafted for your condition. And there's a smaller one and there's a bigger one. The bigger one has the purpose of flushing out the colon a bit more. The smaller one is more to nourish the body and to lubricate from the inside out and give back to the body. The doctors are very experienced in this. They are very considerate, and there's always a doctor of the same gender that complete the treatment for you. And they will talk about it before, they will go through it with you and describe exactly the process and make sure that you feel really comfortable. Yeah, so they have lots of experience doing this. For them, it's a normal daily procedure and the most natural thing in the world. So you can feel well taken care of and in good hands. And this is a really powerful treatment, especially for us in West, because we often arrive with a lot of Vata imbalance, which means that we often arrive a bit stressed, dried up, with dry skin, and constipation, IBS, problems like that can be beautifully corrected with a Basti. So powerful treatment if you receive it. A lot of people get this one. It's very rare that you don't, actually. So that's the first one. There's a treatment called Virechana, which treats Pitta dosha. So when we have excess heat in the body, and this is a laxative treatment. So you would drink or eat a paste, drink a liquid or eat a paste that will help flush out the body this way. Preparation for Virechana includes sometimes to take ghee. That's when there's a bit more serious conditions, or if you have more time, then it can go a little deeper. Otherwise, they do it with just food there, actually, in the days leading up to it. And that's enough to prepare the body. You would also get herbal concoctions in the morning, like little shots that you drink that taste quite, they have different tastes. Often they're a bit bitter, sometimes they're sweeter, depends a bit on what you need. But those will also help prepare the body for the flushing out for the Virechana. So that's the second one. There's a powerful treatment clearing out the sinuses called Nasya. So this is done with oil that is inserted into the nose and then massaged up here to take care of any congestion or excess mucus in the sinuses, anything stuck up and lodged up there. Powerful treatment for brain fog, for cloudiness, headaches, anything like that is a beautiful one to clear that up. Then we have a treatment called Vamana, which is very, very unusual to receive, where you vomit. So it's clearing out this way. And this is to treat Kapha dosha. So when you have excess water in the body, excess heat, not excess heat, I'm sorry, excess weight. Yeah, so when the body's holding on to too much water or too much of the earth element, when we excess mucus, any water, kind of sticky, gluey in the body. But there's several ways to treat kapha dosha, and diet will be really powerful too. So vamana is only needed in certain conditions, very rarely practiced. For that one, you will drink quite a lot of water and then also eat a paste that will allow you to vomit it out again. And then we have the last one, Rakta Moksha, which is a treatment of treating the blood. So I'm not sure if they do it at Vajragrama with blood eagles, actually. But they will be placed on the skin to clear the blood. There's also a medicinal way of doing it that is often practiced. So there's it's sometimes done in a different way by clearing the blood, cleansing the blood, and oxygenating it again. Yeah, this one is also quite uncommon. Sometimes used for eczema, skin conditions. It can be very, very powerful. So after the preparation, you go into receiving your treatments, and then you also have a phase where you allow the body to reset, to ground down, to integrate, and to rebuild. And this is just as important as the treatments, actually. Because if we're not able to integrate the practices and support the body to build back up, the treatment can be, it's not going to have as much effect, and can also be harmful for the body. One of the doctors actually described Panchakarma as a treatment where you come out like a baby. So you're very fragile. You've been reset, and it's important to be kind to the body afterwards and make sure that you get enough rest, that you follow the doctor's orders and take the medication that they suggest, and make sure that you're able to integrate the practices and the experiences that you've had. So during the Panchakarma, you will be staying in your own or your shared room. And if you don't want to, you never have to leave the room. It will be clean for you. Food will be brought there for you. And when it's time for your massage treatment, you have to walk the 20 steps down to the treatment room. Other than that, you can just stay in your room, and it's actually recommended to do so, to have time to integrate, rest, and really allow the body to wind down and arrive and receive all the nourishment that is given there on so many levels. So for most people, this is very hard. Yeah, it's very hard to be alone with all of our thoughts, and that's why I'm there. That's why we have the group. That is why you will have the sharing circles in the evening, the yoga in the morning, to move a little bit. It will be quite gentle yoga, but just to stretch, twist, open up, and allow the body to wake up in the morning. And you also have the opportunity to walk around. There's covers over the pathways from the sun, because we're asked to stay out of the sun as well during Panchakarma. So you can walk quite far under them. I'm not sure how far it is, but it might be about 1 kilometer or so that you can walk around in loops and stay under the shade the whole time. The reason we stay out of the sun is to avoid getting sick. So it's quite common that when we get hot, the body compensates and we get cold, and then we can get fever because we're fragile during this process. Yeah, we're opening up, and it's kind of like doing surgery on the energetic body, allowing everything to open up, to clear, both in the body and in the mind. And then we want to just make sure that we're cocooned and safe and well taken care of, and not exposed to any of the elements. So no cold showers, no going in the sun, yeah, no being out in the wind. During some of the treatments, they're actually asking you to cover your head, cover your ears, and also to protect the head and to make sure that you are not getting sick, and that you're not exposed to the elements. So at Panchakarma, it's a beautiful, beautiful community. A lot of the doctors and the treatment therapists are couples, so it feels like one big family. It's a very, very sweet environment with a beautiful vibe. People are kind and thoughtful and really work from a place of the heart. Yeah, like they really work with good intention and really want to make sure that you have the best time possible there. So there's during the day there's activities in the afternoon, again, optional. And this is to stimulate the mind a little bit if you feel like you have a need for that. Yeah. So you can go watch the lectures where the doctors will talk about different concepts in Ayurveda, explain Panchakarma. There's also a satsang with one of the older teachers, one of the founders, that will share and answer questions basically. So you can just come and sit in and listen. If you're a student of Ayurveda, this can be a beautiful way to learn a bit more about Panchakarma and about yourself in this process. And there's also Yoga Nidra, which is a yoga practice where you basically lay down on the floor and relax. Not going to sleep, ideally, but resting deeply and allowing the body to fully ground and arrive on the floor and reset. So beautiful support for during the treatment to help the body and help sleep as well. Yes. So I think that is it for now. Okay, one more. So the evening circles that we will have together, we will have first a bit of singing and together with sometimes there's other people joining from the center. Every time I got the drum out, there would be one or two more people coming. So, but it's for us. Yeah, it's for the group arriving there together. And it's a beautiful time to come together. Something happens when we sing because we're alone a lot of the day. Yeah, processing what life, giving space and room for things to come up and to be digested that maybe haven't been given space before. This can be a beautiful way to share that into the space with the people there, to give voice to it without needing to use words, without needing to explain what you're going through. Just singing, being in the community together, and you don't have to sing well. Yeah, you can, or you can also just sit along and listen. That's okay too. Something happens when we do that. It allows the energy to move, really. So that is offered every day, and we will also do a little sharing circle where we talk about what we experience during the day. If we want to, yeah, I will give you prompts and help you kind of pinpoint what's going on. So you can share about it in a constructive way with a bit of guidance and structure, and process what you're going through. You will also get journaling prompts, and yeah, just an opportunity to process in the group in the way you need. So there will be options for how to do that, and I will help guide you so that you can find the best way for you to do that. Yes. So something people often ask me about is about travel before or after Panchakarma. And ideally, we travel before we get there. The reason is that after Panchakarma, as I said earlier, we're quite vulnerable. The body is very fragile, and we need to be careful to not expose ourselves to cold, wind, strong sun, any extremes. Yeah. We want to make sure that we stay inside and care for our body. And that's hard when we travel. Yeah, we want to be outside then. We want to explore. We want to eat street food or, go do things that are not ideal right after Panchakarma. So best if you're traveling, if you're thinking of traveling in India or anywhere else in Asia before, do that before the Panchakarma, arrive for the Panchakarma, and then right afterwards go straight home. When you get home, it is okay to work right away. A lot of people have to. Yeah, it's a luxury to take 2 or 3 weeks off already. So you can go straight back to work. But what I would suggest is that you plan less things in the evenings. So you make room for resting as much as you can in the evening, and also that you cook your meals. Yeah, so you cook your breakfast, cook your lunch, cook your dinner, and you make sure you have your medicines that are needed. So this will make it much easier for you to integrate the treatment. You will be a little tired, yeah, from the jet lag, also from the treatment. So as much as you can, allow yourself to rest and integrate and plan less things in the evenings, on the weekends, and give yourself a chance to arrive back home before you start stepping into social life fully. But it is okay to work, yeah. During Panchakarma, ideally, we check out from everything. Yeah, and I would even suggest that you turn your phone off. The people who have done that, I've had a few uh, um, patients or clients, wonderful beings that came with me and did that. And they had the most powerful results, I would say. So ideally, turn your phone off, go offline, and take this time to go inside and just be with yourself. Yeah. There is Wi-Fi on site. However, if you need 3 times a day, you have it for free for an hour. So 3 hours in total a day. There's Wi-Fi. You can also purchase Wi-Fi to have access all day. You can pay a little extra and have access to it in your room. So that is a possibility if you're staying longer, or if you have things at home to attend to where you need to be in touch. And of course, sometimes we need to do that. Yeah, I think that's what I have for now. I'll go through the PDF with you, and just anything I've missed here. So, great. So it requires willingness, yeah, it requires an open mind and surrender. And the practices, the massages, the way it's set up will help with that. But there also has to be a willingness for you to show up and to trust the process. Yeah, it's important that you feel called. This is not for everyone. And if you are uncertain about if this is for you, if you have doubts, that's completely fine, of course. Feel free to reach out and we can chat more about it. Yes, so also some people arrive without any strong and big illnesses or anything and just want to reset and work preventative. That's also absolutely fine and very welcome. If you arrive really sick, if you have a far gone diagnosis or so, speak to me before, and we can also speak to the doctors directly. I can put you in touch with them or mediate between you and make sure that you're fit, that you're in a state that you're able to do it. You would be able to come anyways, but you probably wouldn't do as many of the treatments. You would probably have more building practices to just help the body recover and cope. And then, if it's possible, then work with the body after a little while, after a week or so of building up. But again, that has to be assessed from case to case. Okay. So we've talked about this. There's an article in the PDF where I write a bit more about these 5 practices, so you can learn about it. And this is a beautiful treatment called Shirodhara. This might be Takradhara actually, so it's with buttermilk. Often it's done with oil. So you're lying on your table and you have a stream of oil pouring on your forehead back and forth. It's wonderful. It's incredible. Very calming for the body and the mind. Powerful practice. Yeah, calming and also also stirring up and giving you the opportunity to look at what's going on in your mind and clear it up. So before we get there, I will offer you a 75-minute health consultation. And this we can do as soon as you sign up. As soon as you've paid your booking fee, we can book this in. So that will also give you an opportunity to get started already now with a little bit of a practice of how to cook, how to care for yourself, and maybe already start changing a few things to help you get the most out of the treatment. So the sooner you sign up, the easier it will be for you to receive this and to prepare yourself for the treatment. You will have a Zoom call with a group leading up, and we also have a cooking class leading up. I'll also share a manual for you with a packing list and support for how to shop before you arrive, so that when you go back home, you have some foods already waiting for you, ready to be used, so you can cook well and prepare. Packing list, travel suggestion, all of that will be sent to you, of course. Yeah, this is one of the best and well-renowned hospitals in India. I've heard this from a lot of different ways now. I met someone in Ibiza this year who's just been there too, and he also said the same thing. Everyone pointed him in this direction. My yoga teacher goes here as well. So yeah, it's a beautiful place to go to. I feel very, very confident working with them, and yeah, I think come see for yourself. But it's a beautiful choice. Meals are most of the days, everyone gets the same meal, and it's cooked in a way that is balancing for everyone and balancing for the season that we're in. Sometimes during a treatment, you have different meals on certain days to prepare, and that will be taken care of then. You have sheets there, beautiful, beautiful beds. It's quite simple accommodation, but clean and comfortable. Cleaned every day, beautiful staff that is very respectful and kind. Feel very safe and looked after. Your doctor will come daily. There's also, you have your main doctor, and then you have doctors that work under him that come more regularly, even sometimes twice a day if something's going on, or if you have a treatment, and they will make sure that they come and check in with you as you need. I will also be available for counseling or coaching, so you can just write me or call me on the on the phone in the hospital phone, and or when we see each other, we can plan out a time, and I'll come around and support you with anything you need. Sometimes, just talking about what's going on, or asking questions, or briefing a little bit. If we get stuck in our mind with what's going on, that can be very helpful. Yoga classes and meditation, sharing and singing circles. We've talked about that. We will talk about pre and post treatment measures before leading up to it. And as we are there before you go home, we will also have one of the doctors. I'll do my very best to organize this. We did this last year and it was great. Have a doctor come and answer questions and help you prepare for going home as well. There's 2 temples at the hospital with daily ceremonies that are beautiful, and it upholds this very healing environment there. If you're not familiar with these practices, I would say just come with an open heart and feel it. Because we're so used to thinking our way to ceremonies, right? And like, oh, what does it mean? What does the chant mean? Or and my experience is it's best experienced just through the heart, just sitting there, listening into it, and just seeing, how does this feel for me? Does this feel good? Is this an energy I want to be in? Or does it not serve me today? And yeah, for most patients come every day. Once they start coming, they realize how well it does for them, how much good it does for them, and end up coming regularly. So an invitation to explore it. And then after, when we're back home, 2 weeks after, we will have a check-in And then with the group this year, we actually had a third call, a second, well, yes, a third call, 3 months after the retreat, because this is actually the time it takes for the practices to incorporate fully. So you do your treatments and then you get medication most of the time. You can choose to have it shorter, but the doctors recommend that you take for 3 months. After 3 months mark, that's when you really can see, okay, what were the benefits that I got from the treatment? So it's nice to have a check-in call then and see, okay, what did I receive? What happened? What changed? Yeah. And it's nice to see each other again after going through such a deep process together. And if you want to work with me before or after, you get 50% discounted health consultations or coaching calls. So happy to support you further. Flight to India, airport transfer, cost for laundry and Wi-Fi access, and then any medicines that you take home. This is not included in the price. So it's good to know that this will be added on top. This is because everyone have different needs here and it's hard to estimate it. We tried once to do like a shuttle, but everyone arrived with different flights and yes, the thought was good, but it didn't work out in the end. The hospital have drivers that they have worked with for decades. They're all very kind, very respectful, trustable. So it's best to organize that. So once you have your flight booked, you can just let me know, and then I will contact the hospital and make sure that a driver will get you at your flight at the airport, or if you're in Cochin or Coimbatore a few days before leading up to the retreat, then they can come get you in town at your hotel as well. That's also possible. Laundry is very, very affordable. It's offered daily in your room, so you don't have to pack so much. Actually, it's enough to pack outfits for maybe 5 days or so, and then do laundry every 3-4 days. That should be enough. Wi-Fi access outside of the free 3 hours a day. So it was last year, it was €2 for a day's access and 11 for a full day's access if you have a private modem in your room. Yeah, you don't need that actually. You can just step outside your room and you can use the €2 Wi-Fi daily then. You can just buy one day if you want, if you have something specific to do, or you decide, okay, I want it every day for the next 3-4 days. So yeah. Everything that you eat when you're there, like all the medicine, all the food, all the drinks, they have beautiful fresh water straight from the ground there. So you don't have to worry when you brush your teeth and stuff, like you can get a little bit in your mouth, it's fine. It's not going to get you sick, which is a huge luxury in India. Everything on site is included. Everything, like you never have to pay anything extra for that when you're there. Once you leave, you will get medicines to take home. And this is advised from the doctors from case to case, but you don't have to take this either. You choose to not if you don't want to carry it, or if you feel like it's too much. Some people only take for a month, or some people take for 2 months. Some people take for a month and then ask them to send a package with the rest. So this will be discussed with the doctor, and you can also ask me on site when they give you the quote, what I think, and we can talk about it. Maximum, I would say €100 for the medication. That would be on the higher end. I would say for most people it's probably around 40-50 euros or something. It can be quite heavy, so up to 10 kilos of weight actually. So make sure that you leave a bit of space in your luggage for this. Yes, so the reason I put this together in the first place, I did it with my colleague Nina for the first time. And it was really because we could see that it's such a big process for the mind to go through Panchakarma. The body is one thing, yeah, but the mind really struggles with surrender often. We're so used to being strong and independent and getting things done, and to just stop and pause and not do any of that and just trust that things will flow and work out. it can be quite hard. So that's why I'm there. And the hospital is there too, of course, and you can speak to your doctors. But it can sometimes be helpful to have a bit of support from the group and from someone experienced in conversation and coaching to just get some feedback and kind of bounce ideas and thoughts and just help the mind to surrender a bit more, and you will have more benefits from it. Yes, some mental emotional support. You will not be alone. You will be able to ask questions, and you will have the sessions before and afterhand to help you follow up and stay informed leading up. This is from the first year, the group that came with us then. So there's many different reasons to do Panchakarma. Hormonal imbalances, skin conditions, digestive issues, stress, anxiety, other mental symptoms, and addictions. It's powerful for. It can also be a great process for planning for pregnancy, improving general immunity, and learning how to rest and take proper time off. So lots of things to learn here. This is one of the beautiful prayer halls. And yes, you have all of this in the folder. There's also some testimonials here from the people who came. Had a powerful process. I'm gonna add in some from this year. Actually, I haven't gotten to everything there yet. Food we talked about. It's really, really beautiful. This is a powerful way to heal eating disorders too. Yeah. There's something that happens when we're not in control of the food anymore. And you can ask for more food. Yeah. You're not going to be hungry here. I promise you that. It's going to be very nourishing, yummy. But there's something about if you have eating disorders or just cravings, right? Chocolate cravings. I think a lot of us have. It's a powerful opportunity to explore what that is about and to really get to the root of it. So if that is something going on for you, I would really encourage you to explore, to come with us. It's a powerful healing tool to clear that up. Yes, so Panchakarma, it's a beautiful space. I've talked a bit about it already. It's green, so it's constructed naturally. They use rainwater. They use like some sort of pellets to heat up water, which is also a waste product from wood production. So they, yeah, they're very very sustainable. They have a full circle thinking where they recycle and the leftovers will be fed to the animals, and yeah, so it's or in the compost and taken well care of. So beautiful ecosystem. The rooms are simple but very comfortable, and here's one of the ceremonies. Every week they have a cow puja ceremony. Travel, the easiest airport is Cochin or Coimbatore. Cochin is about 4 hours by car, and Coimbatore about 1 hour. If you are planning to stay a little bit before, then either I would suggest you go to Cochin and have a few days in the city on the ocean. Fort Cochin is lovely. You have great food there. You have the ocean breeze. It's not really beaches that you can hang out on. Like, I mean, you could. I wouldn't really swim there. I think it's not super clean, unfortunately. But it's a nice space to see. Great shopping if you want to get some gifts and stuff. It's nice. Coimbatore, it's kind of an industrial city. It's not the nicest city. But what is nice is that Sadhguru has his temple and ashram and center, really close to Coimbatore. So if you Google that, Sadhguru, then you can, that is something that I would, yeah, it's nice to see, nice to go there. There's a meditation cave with a huge Shiva statue that you can go and meditate in. That is really incredible. There's like a holy water ritual that you can do. They have a beautiful shop as well with really, really nice food products and other Indian gifts. Yeah, so also a nice thing to see and do. Yeah. And you need a visa. It's quite easy, but apply well in time. We've had it a few times now that people are not getting it fast enough. I would just use this traditional website link. There is another link. I'm going to ask actually. There's someone who did like a fast track booking last year. I'm going to ask where they did that. Yeah, then it's a bit quicker. If you do it well in time, like 72 hours, do it a few weeks before, it's fine. Yeah, and then you need to print it out and bring it with you. It's gonna be warm. I've moved it a little bit earlier to beginning of February because of the temperatures. So, but it's still pretty warm. And we'll ask you to cover your shoulders and knees, dress modesty, to yeah, to just be respectful. I mean, it's okay. You could wear something like this as well. Maybe with a little scarf or just your hair kind of covering your shoulders. Um, it's okay if you show a little bit of belly and the back is okay. If it's kind of like a deep back is also fine. But just yeah, just dress respectfully and it will be absolutely fine. Yes. Yoga and meditation we've talked about. Here's the daily schedule. So the day starts quite early. You get your medicine at 6 o'clock, and it's important that you take it then. And then you can choose to come to the prayer, the Agnihotra ceremony, and then our session is at 7:15. So all our sessions, everything actually, is optional. Yeah, the only thing that is required is that you go to your treatments, that you have your meals, and that you see your doctor when they come. Everything else, like everything that I offer and everything that the hospital offers, is optional. Most important is that you are able to rest and just be with your process and allow it to happen. So we have breakfast, consultation with the physicians, and treatments happen sometime in this time span, most of the time. You get soup at 11 and then lunch. Oh, I can't wait for that. The food is so good. And then you have yoga nidra every day in the prayer hall that you can go and join. And then in the afternoon, if you didn't have your treatment in this time, you will have it in this time. Actually, until 5, really. Yeah. And then if you don't have your treatment in the afternoon, you can go to the lectures if you'd like and learn a bit more about Ayurveda. And then you have medicine again and dinner, and then the prayer in the prayer hall. And then we meet for our session in the evening and then bedtime right afterwards. These sessions happen weekly. So there's a Shiva puja. This is beautiful. Again, just to sit there, listen with the heart and allow it in. It's a powerful, powerful practice that helps to uphold the beautiful energy of the space. Cooking demonstration. Yeah, this is also nice. They often cook with quite Indian vegetables like okra and things like that. That can be a little bit hard to find here. But you'll still learn a lot about how to use spices and how to cook. So beautiful practice to go watch and enjoy, and you get a little sample too. Wednesdays is group lunch with open mic afterwards. If you want to sing something, if you want to tell a joke, often the doctors sing karaoke. Yeah, it's quite a sweet time. And then Thursday, herb garden walk, and Friday is the cow puja. And then we get to feed the cows some grass, and they dress one of the cows beautifully and bring her down for us to celebrate her, thank her for all that she gives. Talked a little bit about this. I'm available to see you, and at least 1 hour. Yeah, I'll be with each person during the time there. More most days. Most days I'll walk around and see all of you and give you a chance to chat if you need it. If you feel like it's a bigger process, then we'll schedule an hour that I can come see you. I also work with voice activation on these retreats because we also sing so much in the evenings. So that's often quite appreciated. So that is available for you as well. Um, yeah. Preparation, cooking class we talked about. We will do those on Zoom, and then we'll have the 2 weeks after and 3 months after integration. And the pricing, most of you have probably seen this already. So single room or shared twin room pricing. And for 21 days, it's about 1,000 euros more. And yeah, so this includes everything there, right? All the medicine, the 90-minute preparation Zoom call, the one-on-one coaching session, the 75-minute consultation with me as well, integration call. So there's a lot of support, and I'm also available like leading up to the retreat. If you have questions or things come up, just check in with me. Yeah. Yes, secure your place with paying the 10,000, not 10,000, the 1,000 euro deposit, and I will change this. You will fill in the form and on the website, and then I will send you an invoice. That's how I'll do it now, so it's a little easier. And it's non-refundable. Yeah, so. And this is for you to step in when you step into this process, when you commit, yeah. We'll do the 75-minute consultation. There's the process begins already. And that's why I would like you to be committed once you're in. That's why it's non-refundable. Yes. Please arrange travel insurance for yourself if you get sick, if you cannot travel, and the full payment is also non-refundable. Yeah. Okay. So this is our main Vaidya, Ramdas, who's our main doctor. He does the morning prayer. Beautiful man, very wise. His son lives on site, and he's training to be a doctor as well. And he has his family nearby. And he's a very spiritual man. He works also like through the heart. Yeah, yeah. He's an experience. I look forward for you to meeting him. Um, and here's me. Yeah, so excited to share this with you. And it's so beautiful that I get to bring together all the practices and the tools that I have, the yoga, the coaching, the singing, and also like I just love holding space. I love creating these containers. It's such a gift to get to see you go through this process, to see how your faces change, how you get to shed and become more of you. That's really what lights me up and makes me love doing this so much. I cannot wait to be back, and I hope that you will join me. If there's any questions, I haven't gotten any in the chat so far. I haven't gotten any sent in either. I think we'll leave it at that. If there's more questions, feel free to reach out. And yeah, I would love to hear from you, and hope to see you soon and welcome you in India. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Thank you. Bye.